Hello students, I am Ishan Trivedi. Welcome you in the video lecture series. Today I am going to discuss about urbanization. In this session, I am going to cover introduction to urbanization, why the urbanization take place, then causes of urbanization, process of urbanization, and at last impact or the problems of urbanization. So let us start with its introduction. Urbanization is an index of transformation from traditional rural economics to modern industrial one. Or you can say it is a migration of people from the rural to urban area in search of better employment opportunities. See, it is a long-term process and it takes a time to develop any city area. Kingsley Davis has explained the urbanization as a process of switch from spread out pattern of human settlement to one of the concentration in the urban centers. It is a progressive concentration of population in the urban areas. It is finite process, or you can say a cycle through which a nation pass as they evolve from agriculture to industrial societies. According to Davis and Golden, there are three stages in the process of urbanization. Stage 1 is the initial stage characterized by the rural traditional society with the predominant in the agriculture and dispersed pattern of few settlement. You can say the village is there, hamlets is there, and due to agriculture activities there is a form of settlement. Stage 2 refers to the acceleration stage, where the basic restructuring of this economy has been done and certain investment are attracted toward this small settlement, and due to that you can find out there is a small overhead capital including transportation and communications facilities has been taken place. Then the proportion of the urban population gradually increases in this stage. It is almost 25 to 40%, or you can say 50 to 60 percentage. The third stage is the terminal stage, where the urban population exceeds almost over a 70 percentage. At this stage, the level of urbanization remains more or less similar in nature, or you can say constant in nature. Here, the rate of growth of urban population and the total population becomes same, and that is what we call a terminal stage. You have seen in all over the world that cities have faced or they are in future going to face a wave of migration from rural areas to urban areas, and India is no exceptions at all. If I'm talking about India, there is a growth of 3.5 times in this 20th century. If I'm talking about this 21st century, this growth has increased nearly 12 times more than the expectation. So here the share of urban population to total population has grown 11 percentage. So that you have to understand. Furthermore, in this, the urban areas are characterized by economic and industrial activities. They offer comparatively a better infrastructure, physical infrastructure and social infrastructure. Here you can see the list of physical and social infrastructure. Among all this physical infrastructure, the most important is the road and the transport. The road network is the lifeline of a city. It accommodates the basic circulation like employment, education, amusement, and there are other purposes as well that you can call a social infrastructure. It has been seen that the type and the characteristics of such circulation largely depends on the surroundings, land uses. For example, there are more number of trips in commercial area than the residential one, and this is how you can bifurcate in terms of trip distribution. On the other hand, the improved road infrastructure also influence on the surrounding land uses by attracting more people causing there is increased in the land value as well. So what we have to understand here, there is a relationship between land use, land value and the transportation. There are other physical infrastructure which is essential for the urbanization. These are water supply, drainage, electricity and solid waste management. Before we move further for the understanding that why the urbanization has been taken place, first of all, we need to understand the urbanization cycle. First, we have a clear objective, that is to urbanize area and improve the facilities in the settlement. So the aim is the economic growth of the human settlement. Here, this economic growth has been done just because of the industrialization. Due to the employment opportunity, there will be a migration of people from one place to another place. And due to that, the urbanization has been taken place. It is one of the simplest thing. Just due to employment opportunity, to have a better living standards, people are migrating from one place to another place, and thus the urbanization has been taken place. This urbanization lead towards growth in the population, or you can say population density. There is increase in the number of vehicles, there is increasing in the size of cities, and there are number of activities are involved, and people are engaging in these activities, whether it can be of their day-to-day life or school, leisure, amusement or their work activity. Just because of that, there will be a need of urban housing infrastructure to accommodate this need of a residential and the migration of people. There is another need that we call the urban transportation infrastructure. Here, due to this land use, because housing and the other key factors refers to land use, and due to this transportation, we have ultimately the economic growth of an area. And this is how this urbanization cycle has been taken place. Now, understand why this urbanization has been taken place. See, urban area are a center of economic activities. As I said, there is a trade, commerce and other economic activities which thrives in areas where the accessibility is high. And as I said, that transportation is one of the key factor for the urbanization. The urban development take place around such activities generator. Here in urban areas, it has a better accessibility than the rural areas, whether it in terms of road infrastructure, whether in terms of public and the private infrastructure as well. Due to much greater employment opportunities in the urban centers, there is a continuous migration of people from rural areas, and thus the urban population increases at higher rate than the rate of rural areas, and that is what the urbanization takes place. The trends in the urbanization and the metropolitan concentration indicates a considerable level of migration to a large cities, not only from the rural area but even from the small town. People are also migrating, and this reflect the increase in the spatial imbalance and concentration of employment opportunities in large urban areas. Again, I'm repeating, due to the migration of rural areas, and there is an addition that is of smaller towns as well. So people are migrating from rural areas as well as small towns, and that's why there is a spatial imbalance and concentration of population in urban areas, just because of higher employment opportunities. The process of urbanization involves centripetal forces that tend to pull, or you can say attract, the population into urban areas. These centrifugal forces tend to break up such agglomeration. Next is causes of urbanization. Here one principle has been implied, that is called principle of push and pull. As I said earlier, there is a centrifugal force which attracts a lot of people from rural area to urban area. or there is a push from rural to urban, or you can say that is an attractive feature, or you can say a magnet which is forcing people from rural to urban areas. So why these people are migrating? Just because they have poor living standards in rural areas, there is a shortage of rainfall, or you can say poor irrigation facilities and less agricultural production. Then there is poor social infrastructure as well. So urban areas are the center of economic activities. You can say trade, commerce and other economic activities which thrives in the areas where the accessibility is high. So thus migration of people from rural area to urban area in search of better employment opportunities, that is nothing but a push, or you can say it is a pulling factor from migration of people from rural to urban area. Here what they are getting? They are getting better physical infrastructure, you can say road, transport, water supply, sewage, drainage, electricity and solid waste management. They have better social infrastructure, for example education, health, police facilities, park and playground, communication facilities and other services as well. So just because of certain things people are migrating, and these are one of the major causes of urbanization. Next is process of urbanization. Here the transformation of rural characteristics of people and their activities and their settlements to the urban area has been done. There is a concentration of people engaged in the non-agriculture activities and land use. There is a movement away from the tradition in the direction of modernity because people are migrating, so they have to adopt the culture of urban area. Then there is a shift of economy from agriculture to industrial and the commercial and the trade as well. There is a change of lifestyle from informal to formal. Then you can say a sign of material well-being in terms of physical comfort. People are getting more materialistic and they demand for more comforts. Then there is a tool of production from the manual to mechanical. There is a change of opportunities including cultural interest and the employment. And at last, as I said, there is a principle of push and pull. It is a pool of population from rural to urban area, and it is also a push of population from rural to urban area. So this is the process of urbanization. Now, impacts of urbanization, or you can say problems due to urbanization. Due to excessive demand, there will be shortage of housing and this becomes more acute. The cost of living for inhabitant rises. The road become more congestion due to the population density and people are using more infrastructure. The level of air pollution also increases just because of these human activities. Due to the expansion of town, there will be increase in the urban sprawl. And as a result of this urban sprawl, the average trip length increases. The availability of infrastructure facilities such as road, water supply, drainage, schools, playground, hospital, etc. fall short of requirements. Then the number of vehicles and traffic accidents also increases. And at last, new form of transportation such as rapid transit and bus transit are difficult to accommodate due to high density built up areas and space constraint. So these are the concept of urbanization. I'm ending this session here. I hope you have learned from this session. Thanks for watching this video.